Always very loud. Welcome everybody to this week's KubeVirt community meeting. It is the 22nd of October, 2025, and you know what that means. It's 1 week until KubeVirt. But we'll get to that in just a minute. It's on the agenda. We would like to encourage anyone who's unfamiliar with this meeting to introduce themselves if they would like. All right, I take it we have no new members. We will move on then to our scheduled check-in. Why are you not scrolling? Okie dokie. So, 29th of October, which is next Wednesday, we have our KubeVirt code freeze, and we're cutting the branch. I'm not aware of any reason to change that. Ignore for a hold your freeze. And then following that, we have a GA date of the 19th of November. Good. I see a couple of people saying it's their first time. You might have missed my earlier welcome. If you would like to, you're welcome to unmute and say good day and what you're doing here. If not, you can do that another time if you're feeling shy or you don't have a microphone.
Is my mic working right now?
Some sound got through, but it's very, very soft.
That's all right. You can come back next week and we'll do introductions then. Or if you fix it before the end of the meeting, we can come back to you.
Hi,
Hello.
I'm Ola. It's my first time here. It's nice being here. Thanks.
Very good. Welcome.
Yeah.
We will shift into the next thing, which is looking at events. I haven't updated this. FOSDEM, I believe the stands CFP has closed. I'm not aware of the stands selection yet, but that's probably happening pretty soon. So if you're interested in going to FOSDEM next year, keep on the lookout.
Andrew, we're missing some critical pieces of what you're saying, thanks to QRM.
I suspect it's, I wonder if it's the noise cancellation from the noise outside. Is this better?
Yes. Question mark.
Okay.
Wait, yeah, it was cutting in and out, so it's hard to say if it's better.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll pretend that I know what the reason is, and I'll just keep doing it like this. The FOSDEM stands, I don't believe, have been accepted yet, but I think that happens pretty soon. So if you're interested in speaking at FOSDEM, be aware that that is coming up quick. I think they're open for a couple of weeks, and there's no reason why you can't start writing your proposals now. And if you want anyone to have a look at those before you send it off, you're welcome to ping me. KubeVirt Summit has passed. We'll talk about that in a second. And if you're going to be attending KubeCon Cloud Native Con in North America in a couple of weeks, we have some KubeVirt talks there. They're all listed here, and we have a project booth in the Pavilion Hall. So come by and say good day. I mean, you don't have to, but I encourage it. KubeVirt Summit 2025. Hopefully, I swear it's me. I'm not a robot. Hopefully you're all familiar that we had KubeVirt Summit last week because hopefully you attended. We had it was shorter this year than normally. Normally we run 2 5-hour days. This year it was a 1 4-hour day because of, I think, changes with the way that CNCF runs their virtual events. And so it was a jam-packed schedule. We had 12 sessions. Unfortunately, the last one didn't show up, and that represented 8 organizations with 1 independent contributor and 260 individual attendees, which is a slight increase over last year. Those recordings will be posted in the next week or so. That's up to the CNCF. For the KubeVirt next week, I've left that here. So that's for people who catch up on the mailing list. The version 1.8 unconference. This link will go to our mailing, the thread that I sent out to our mailing list, and that will be on Tuesday, November 4th. I think it's Tuesday. That sound right? Yes. So that's in slightly less than 2 weeks' time. It'll follow the same format as in previous years. The docs pads in the this recording will be, I'm going to deny this, sorry. This will be posted on our YouTube probably around tomorrow. So it's currently recording to the cloud. What was that? Yeah, the docs pads, which are linked in that thread, are live. You just have to log in through your GitHub. And yeah, I highly encourage you to add your topics before we start the meeting and not while we've started it, because the first 15 minutes moves very quickly. Another little note is that the DRA meeting is starting again next week in the regular Tuesday time slot. So that is, I think this is right. I don't think we've had time changes yet or will next week. I think that's 3 o'clock UTC in the afternoon. And
I would like to be part of this DRA meeting also. How to join it?
So if you click on the next week in the Tuesday, that'll take you to our calendar and you can join the meeting from that.
Great. Thank you so much. Can we
You're
talk a
welcome.
little bit about the DRA also here? Let me put on the notes.
We can if we have time at the end of the meeting.
Great.
Alrighty. I don't see a lay here. If I can't, it doesn't look like he is. I'm going to ask him to send out an email covering that. Alrighty. So this is from the mailing list. Just to be aware that we have a bug related to memory overcommit in KubeVirt 1.6.2. And there are a bunch of pull requests and issues to keep track of for that. Presumably this means that we'll have a 1.6.3 mini version going out in the not too distant future. So I think all the information is there or in the issue at the bottom. Alrighty, there are a couple of pull requests that I wanted to bring people's attention to. The first are from the community repo. If I remember correctly, this is from Lee. Do we have Lee here? He's not here. So I think we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, and I know that this has been discussed in SIG Compute, but this is now to the wider community. And I think this has had a bunch of comments on it since then. So just to be aware that there are moves to break SIG Compute into SIG architecture and SIG control plane. If you have thoughts and feelings about that, this is the link for it. And if I remember correctly, Lee was interested in having that more or less resolved before we get to the next development cycle. So I think he wanted it before we hit the unconference. So that's in 2 weeks' time. this next issue. Ah, yes, this has been on the trot for a little while. If Itamar is here, and I think he is.
Yep.
Hello. I'm sorry, I still haven't gotten back to your comments on this, but also for everyone, this is something that we're interested also having merged before the unconference, well, largely so that we have a policy development cycle so that things are consistent for version 1.8. So please, if you're thinking of adding any feedback or if you have any thoughts on this, on AI and KubeVirt, now is the time to add your thoughts onto this PR. If not, I think it's going to move ahead relatively quickly. Soon, I should say. And I think we have a couple of user guide pull requests now. If people could devote any time and attention to either or both of these. I think this has an LGTM. I think it's from A. Wells. It just kind of appeared one day. Oh, from KubeVirt, but so this is for storage. If anyone from SIG Storage is here and can take a look at this, it's not overly large.
I'll take a look.
Thank you very much. And we have a second one. About VM lifecycle. So if anyone from SIG architecture or SIG, what's the other one? SIG compute. The SIG, formerly known as SIG compute, if anyone is able to have a quick look at this. Let's bring it up here. There it is.
Yeah, you're welcome to assign me.
Oh, excellent. You set a sign, I CC'd. That's a hard habit to break.
Same thing.
So we can now jump up to this DRA, but I meant to put these in earlier. I don't know if these moved, the flaky test fix celebrations moved over to the SIG compute call or not. It's been a while since we did this, so I just wanted to recognize Federico, Srija, Alex, and Lee for these flaky test fix, and we can have a look at them at the end if we have any time for more information. But Andre, you wanted to raise, looks like Vladik has maybe answered your question.
Yes. First, how I saw that the GPU live migration NVIDIA is developing is tied to Kubernetes version 1.34. How I don't remember how I related Kubernetes version to KubeVirt version. Remember?
Yes, you can find that in the SIG release. I'll see if I can do it
I
now.
saw these ones, but I didn't know where to find this information.
If you go to the KubeVirt SIG release repo, and then go down to the Kubernetes support matrix. Here you can see a nice, neat little table. And so you can see that version 1.7 will tie to version 1.34.
1.7. Okay. Great.
I've just put the link into chat.
Great. Thank you so much. The goal with DRA is to reach somehow GPU live migration with the GPU attached to the VM. This is very good idea. But other than the DRA team, is there anyone on this community thinking about that GPU live migration? Our
It's
current idea
being
was not to use that DRA.
okay. Well, it's being driven by folks from NVIDIA, so I presume their interest is in GPU migration.
So
But I don't attend the DRA meetings, so
DRA is about allocation. It's not about live migration. I'm not sure how's this related. Live migration is tied to QEMU and via the VFIO driver supporting live migration. And at this moment, we don't have that support.
They are working on that, the NVIDIA. I saw that so far because they are planning to use that on GeForce. This is why they are doing that, the effort, because GeForce use KubeVirt behind the scenes. This is why I bring here, is there anyone from NVIDIA? We can talk on this group. I saw someone in the past on the scalability from NVIDIA.
So to echo what Vladek just said, the DRA is a new framework within Kubernetes that is ultimately something we're interested in using to replace our device plugin framework with this for various reasons, such as the dev KVM device. Right now, we have this artificial pretend limit of, last I checked, it was 210, just to match whatever the default pod max limit was. But with DRA, we no longer have that restriction, and there is such a thing as a truly unlimited device. However, to echo what Vladek said, I'm not completely clear how this relates to migration. I don't understand the question.
I can send later on the video I saw of the GeForce team from NVIDIA showing that they are working on that explicitly because they want to use internally, and they was doing that over DRA for vGPU. Okay.
Yeah. For vGPU, we're working out how to design it. I mean, this will probably go into the next KubeVirt version. But this is virtual GPUs, not physical GPUs.
Yes, it's virtual GPUs, what we are planning. Sorry, I let me add the vGPU in the front.
Yeah, no problem. But this has nothing to do with DRA. If we'll support it, we'll support it with or without DRA.
Got it. Then thank you so much for your attention. That's all for now. Okay.
all right, thank you. So we do have a couple of minutes left. Is Federico here?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, hey. Do you want to give a 10 to 20 second rundown of the flaky test fix?
Let me recall it because I don't remember that. Oh yeah, yeah. But basically, there was a misconfiguration in our end-to-end unit test setup, and yeah, this was exposed by the fact that we reintroduce the race correctly. So the timeout was not configured well in all the test suite, and this is a simple fix for it.
Right on. Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't see anything else. And so, unless anyone has anything to add, we will wrap up. Oh, I see a last minute open floor.
I have a quick thing to mention. I'm meeting with some of the Power PPC 64 LE people at IBM this afternoon, and they are very interested in a PPC 64 LE port, despite previous statements that LibVirt would not be supported on Power. That's it's an ongoing discussion, but I just wanted to mention it because it would be nice to do that port while the S390X port is still fresh in our minds, how to do that, and that it seems to be working both upstream and downstream. So it makes a difference to have had some success there. I just wanted to mention that. That's my little.
Very interested on that. Please ask them what platforms they gonna make it work. Okay, ask
Yeah.
that.
Definitely, yeah. We'll see what IBM is going to be able to commit to. IBM and Red Hat are going to be able to commit to support in the sense of the libvirt library is the sort of fundamental thing there. So that's all I had to say. I figured I should join these things more often. Have something. Tell you what I'm up to.
Put on the front of what you write, who is asking. I don't know you. Sorry.
I'm Cheryl. Hi.
Cheryl.
Here, I'll make you can see my face there.
Oh, hi, Cheryl. Very welcome that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I hope these succeed soon.
I hope so. Yeah. I hope I succeed in persuading IBM to support libvirt. That's the first step in the journey of many steps. So
Yeah.
okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much for this information. If you can bring this next week, what platform, at least this is a good answer. They are planning. Okay.
Yeah, it would probably be Power 11 if anything,
Okay.
Yeah. So
But let's ask.
definitely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Here we go.
All righty. Thank you. And that brings us to the end of our meeting, just in time to move over to the SIG Compute meeting, which you can find in our calendar. If no one has anything to add at the very last second.
I think
We'll
I had
leave
my
it there.
mic working.
Oh, hey.
I mean, I guess I could introduce myself.
Absolutely. Go.
So yeah, I'm Asif Imran. Some people call me AI. I'm just kidding. Nobody calls me AI, but you can. And currently, I'm working on adding confidential compute support with like attestation to KubeVirt, working with Red Hat. So yeah, not much else to add.
Awesome. Hopefully you're aware of and attending the confidential computing working group meetings that we're having. Awesome.
Yep.
Well, welcome to the community meeting.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we will have to cut it there. So thank you very much, everyone, for attending this and for being involved. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the week, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Catch you next time.
Bye-bye.